Good evening and welcome to the David Burley Athletic and Recreation Center here in Hamilton, Ontario. Today, the Boreal Vipers travel to Mohawk to take on your Mountaineers in what should be a good OCAA volleyball matchup. I'm Kyle Ryan, and for today's games, I'll be joined by Cameron McKay. The first game today, we have the winless Lady Vipers taking on your 3-8 Lady Mountaineers. The Mountaineers are coming off a great victory right here in your gym last Saturday against Conestoga. Meanwhile, the Vipers have struggled to get anything going this year as they've only won one set this entire campaign. Cam, for the Vipers to finally get that first victory this year, who are they going to look for to carry them to victory?
Well, two players that stand out to me for the Boreal Vipers are number 1, Melanie Leger, 25 kills and 59 digs, and number 6, Marilyn St. Goddard with 29 kills and 53 digs. You can expect these two players, along with a couple other ones, number 9 and number 12, to make some strong plays in the court. But these ones are the ones you'll see making plays at the back and some strong kills to the net.
Meanwhile, if you're the Mountaineers coming off a big victory last Saturday, it's a great start to the 2016 year for them. How do you carry your momentum from a game like that into today's game and tomorrow's game so you start a little win streak going?
Well, I take it as inspiration. They had a rough little first half in the 2015, and since it's 2016, it's a new year. Start the new year off with a nice win. Let's see if they can carry that momentum and stick with the basics, and they'll come out with a victory here.
Don't go anywhere. Boreal takes on your Mountaineers next on Emlink. As the teams get ready to take on each other in an OCAA matchup. Like we said, the winless Boreal Vipers are taking on the 3-8 Mohawk Mountaineers. Like we were talking about Boreal earlier, Boreal has only won one set this entire year, and that happened on November 14th at Fanshawe. So it's been a while, and they're always encouraged, ready to come out and try and get that win. So we'll see what they do here as the Mountaineers look to counter, as they beat Conestoga last weekend. And they want to start a little win streak as they play today, and then tomorrow they play Cambrian, so they could start off 2016 on a little 2-3 game win streak. So we'll see what they do here as both teams take the court. Referees double checking lineups, everyone getting settled into their seats, and it looks like we're about to get underway here at the D-Bark. Starting for your Mountaineers, number 1, Jesna Marmo. Number 4, Jasmine Zanussi. Number 13, Kirsten Balachowski. Number 12, Alexandria Pullum. Your lib, number 2, Alessandra Asaf. And number 15, Yvonne Mann has the ball to serve. As plays underway, Mann sets to Pullum. Gets it over. Goes off the tape, and Boreal starts off the game. The point. Back to serve, Melanie Leger for the Vipers. Sends this one over. Asaf gets it up. Mann. Marmo from the back row. The Vipers get it over. Zanussi's back there. Asaf bump sets it on 2. Marmo from the other side now. Puts it right into the hole, but the Vipers get it up. And it's blocked at the net by Balachowski, and there's the point for the Mountaineers as they tie this game at 1 early on. Marmo now back to serve for your Mountaineers. Serves this one. Martin passes it up. And a powerful hit right there by St. Godard as it goes off the tape, lands on the Mountaineer side of the court, and Boreal has a 2-1 lead early on. as Emily Goulet back to serve for the Vipers. Powers this one over. Zanussi gets it up, but over the net, and an error there by Stephanie Sicard of the Vipers. Is tough pass up there from Zanussi and went right to the Viper side, but put out of bounds by Sicard as Balachowski now serves this one over. Powerful line drive serve gets saved by the Vipers. What a dig right there by Marmo. Zanussi goes up. And a few errors back and forth here from both teams.
Yeah, there's been a few errors already in the start of the game. Maybe for Boreal, I can understand the long drive, but as we can see from Boreal, we already see some from our starting player, number 6, Marilyn St. Goddard. She had a couple of strong plays in the net, and let's see if she can continue to bring those and help her Boreal team out.
Nice play right there as Mann set it out to Gindrich, who gets the point for your Mountaineers. Alexandria Pullum now back to serve. Gets set. Serves this one over. It's passed up, set. Marmo from the back row gets it. Asaf with the bump set. Zanussi with another error, and you can see she's frustrated out there as it's not the way you want to start if you're the Mountaineers, especially if you're Jasmine Zanussi, with a couple unforced errors early on in this first set. So we'll see how she bounces back from those errors. As Sicard serves this one. Smart call by Zanussi, who's standing right by the line. Calls it out, and we have a 4-4 tie in this set. Zanussi now back to serve. Trying to compose herself after a tough little start to this game. Gets this one over. Deep. Passed up by St. Goddard. And miscommunication there on the Viper side as the ball lands on the court. There's no one really made an effort for it as everyone thought someone else had it. So Mohawk takes a 5-4 lead. Zanussi gets the sign from her coach, Andrew Nicholson. She serves this one over. Nice serve right there. Could not be handled by Sicard on the Viper side. And you see a smile on the face of Zanussi, and that's what you want to see after she had a few tough plays at the net. Couldn't get the ball over, so it's good to see her get her composure back and get some momentum for this Mountaineers team. As it's set by Boyer to the back row. And in the back corner. Nice play there from the Vipers as they're staying in this one early. And I want to say early on, sorry if we butcher any of the Boreal names, as try our best. But Marmo gets it over. Saved right there. Asaf with a nice dig in the back row. Miscommunication there from Gindrich and Mann, but Mann with that smart little dump that she always does right at the perfect times. Gindrich sets herself up. Sends a nice high sinking one over. Back set tipped off the block, and a net call either on Marmo or Balachowski as they were pretty tight to the net there. Chanel Martin back to serve for the Vipers. Nice pass up by Zanussi. Bump set by Mann out to Balachowski. Gets blocked at the net, but the point will go to the Mountaineers. It's a net violation on the Vipers. Yvonne Mann back to serve for the Mountaineers. She's a second-year setter out of Cambridge. She serves this one. Nice pass up. The quick in the middle. Good play by Zanussi to get her hands on it as Marmo goes up for the hit. Sends it deep, passed up by Sicard. Back to Martin. Asaf gets it up. Marmo just sends the free ball over. Goulet. Saved by Asaf. And Marmo sends it over again. Good spot by Marmo. As the Vipers have trouble handling that one. And not much they could do. And what a play by Jessno Marmo. That was her second free ball she sent over on that rally. And on the second one, she positioned it perfectly tight to the net. And the Vipers had no chance to control that properly. She now steps back to serve. Gets this one over. Martin passes it up. Set to Goulet. Asaf with the bump set. Out to Zanussi. Gets it over the block. Tried to get tipped over by Leger, but no can do for the Vipers. As Mohawk has a 10-6 lead in this first set. It's Jessna Marmo. Gets this one over. And Balachowski at the net. And not an error she wants to make. That ball was a gift. She just sent it long. It's Melanie Leger for the Vipers. Back to serve. Sends this one over. Nice play by Marmo. And great effort from Zanussi to try and get that ball up. But Marmo was already on the ground and no can do. As Mohawk calls a timeout, as Boreal started to cut into their lead. And we've seen strong play from both teams at times here. What do the Mountaineers need to do if they want to extend their lead and dominate like they want to in this game?
Well, they need to keep their composure since they are playing a little bit of a weaker team. They don't want to get too confident. You've seen already in the start of the game, there's been a couple of errors, not unforced errors. But on the other side, there's been some good plays, like you said, with Jessna Marmo placing the ball off some free balls into tight to the net. And they're kind of catching the Boreal Vipers off guard at the net, expecting their Boreal strong players like Melanie Leger and Marilyn St. Goddard aren't producing as much as they could. And that could be because of the composure of the Mohawk Mountaineers or their even better plays at the net.
Haven't seen a lot from the Vipers early on in this first set as they haven't been able to find their stride yet. But, I mean, they're only down 2 about halfway through this first set. So coming out of the timeout, we'll see what they do here. As they've got the last 2 points of this first set. So we'll try and keep this rally going. See what they can do. As Melanie Leger back to serve for the Vipers. Gets this one to Zanussi. Goes through her hands from the back row. Asaf sends the free ball over. Martin gets it up. Through the block, Asaf with the dig. At the net, gets tipped over. Balachowski saves it. Pullum just sends it deep. And a great spot by Alexandria Pullum as the ball went back and forth a few times. Strong play by Pullum to send it to the back corner where no one was for the Vipers. So you see Balachowski back to serve for the Mountaineers. Gets this one over right to Leger. Gets it over the net. Zanussi just sends it back over. Back set, tipped off the block. Gindrich, Mann gets it up, dumps it over. And another strong play by Mann, as that's the second time she's done that in this set already. And we've seen from the previous games, Mann is such a smart setter, and she knows when and where to place that ball. And it's always at the right time. Balachowski sends this laser over. Tough to handle, but it gets saved by St. Gadar. Man, the quick set to Gindrich, and that is a powerful kill right there for Brittany Gindrich. Goes up, only had the single block, and there was too much on that smash for anyone on the Vipers to stop it. As Balachowski back to serve again. Sends this one off the top of the tape. Still gets it over. Free ball sent over. Pull him in the right spot. And a little miscommunication there, but Gindrich, see her with a little nod and a little smile as not the ideal point, as Mann and her were on different pages, but still got the ball over and the point as Mohawk is strung together 4 straight points here. And Balachowski sends that serve over. Another point for the Mountaineers. They now lead 15-8 in this first set. Balachowski sends this one over. Passed up. Set it wide to St. Gadar. A strong pass up by Marmo. Out wide to Zanussi, and she powers this one. Nice pass up by Etier. And a timeout called by the Vipers. And not what they wanted. Mohawk called their timeout when it was 10-8. Timeout ends. Balachowski serves 6 straight points, and Mohawk is now doubling up Boreal 16-8. So if you're Boreal, what do you tell your team to try and give them that momentum, give them anything, as they seem pretty out of it right now?
Well, what we've seen so far in this game is that there's been a couple of miscommunications. We've seen just that last point there that the pass was too close to the net, and number 4, Valerie Below, just couldn't handle that one, and it was a little too far in front of her. What they need to do is they need to slow it down, take it back to the basics, 3 hits, and if they can do that, they can keep their composure and maybe get some more points.
Exactly. So we'll see what they can do here as they're trying to get back into this first set. It's not just about this first set, it's about this entire match. They don't want to get down and out early, so they got to stay up. Even if they don't come out on top of this first set, they want to end on a high note and have high spirits going into the next 2 sets. Balachowski gets another point for the Mountaineers with her serve. Mohawk leads 17-8. Balachowski sends this one over. Back row sent over by Martin. Man, the quick to pull him, and it's almost saved by the Vipers, but great effort. As you see, number 16, Christine Atier, go all out for that one. It's a substitution. Courtney Phillips now comes into the game for Chanel Martin. Kristen Balachowski sends this one deep. Sent over, Marmo's in the right spot. Back set to pull him, goes up, and another point for the Mountaineers. That's a strong hit right there from Alexandria. Pull him off the arms of someone on the Vipers, and that went about 5 rows from the top of the stands here at the D-Bark. Mohawk is on a 9-point rally here in this first set as Balachowski sends this one over. Sent right back to the Mountaineers. Marmo bump sets this one up to pull him. Pull him with a great spot. The ball comes towards us, and not much the Vipers could do here. It's a great effort by St. Gadar. She was just on the wrong side of the net. Mohawk now leads 20-8. We can't say this is not what we expected, as we have a very hungry Mohawk team in this match. And they're playing strong, just exactly how they did last weekend against Conestoga.
Yeah, and it could be a little bit of mojo, like we said in the beginning. They maybe have a little bit of confidence at the start of the year, and they want to keep their winning ways going and see if they can get on a little bit of a streak and make their way into the playoffs which is happening around the March-April time.
Goulet served that one over out wide to Gindrich. A powerful kill right there from Gindrich, and you hear her give a little woo at the end of that, as that one was very powerful and right into the perfect spot. We have some substitutions for the Mountaineers. Brittany West and Jessica Monkhouse enter the game for Alexandria Pullum and Yvonne Mann. First action of the game both these players have seen. Jessica Monkhouse gets put right into action as she's back to serve. This one gets sent over. A nice spot for the serve. St. Godard saves it. Phillips sends it over. Gindrich to Monkhouse to the back set. West showing off what she can do right away. And a block at the net for West. And that is exactly what you want to do. Coach puts you in the game near the end of the first set, and nothing better than getting a block and trying to show what you can do when you get the chance, especially from these bench players. Monkhouse sends this one over. And a great spot as Emily Goulet was caught going the wrong way as that ball tailed the other. As Mohawk leads 23-9. Monkhouse sends this one over. Passed up. St. Godard sends it over. Marmo with a nice pass up to Monkhouse. Goulet sends it over. Monkhouse. The bump set to Zanussi. Great spot. Great dig by St. Godard. And a point for the Mountaineers. And something you can notice on the court, even though Mohawk is up 24-9, Jasmine Zanussi still looks she's not all there. You can tell she still looks frustrated with herself after a few mistakes she's made. But nonetheless, Mohawk still playing strong. And Gingrich gets her hands on it, but on the wrong side of the net as the Vipers hit double digits. And Marilyn St. Gadar back to serve for the Vipers to salvage this first set. Throws it high. And a great spot, but a huge dig by Asaf. Gets it sent over. And a little ping pong there at the net. But the Vipers take control. And the quick Asaf in the back row with the nice play. Zanussi sends it over. Good positioning for the Vipers to get onto it. But a little miscommunication. But does not matter as the ball gets sent over right into that little pot on the Mountaineer side where no one was. But great effort by Marmo and Asaf, who were both all in for that one as it just landed a little too far from their outstretched hands. So the ball gets sent over. Asaf, nice pass up to Monkhouse. There's not much she could do there as the pass was tight to the net and she tried to tip it off and save it, but not much she could do. It's Marilyn St. Gadar still back to serve for Boreal. Their high throw. Jump serve gets it over. Marmo. Monkhouse backs it to West. And a huge kill right there from Brittany West. And the Mountaineers win the first set 25-12. And a very strong effort from their team. And it's always nice to see, if you're the coach, you can put in a few bench players and they can do exactly what you want them to do. As we'll see, both teams swap benches. See what they can do in this second set of action.
One player that I really enjoyed watching that set was Jessica Monkhouse. Off the bench, she had about 6 straight serves, some great plays at the net, some great digs, and just some free balls that were set up nice for Jasmine Zanussi and Kristen Belichowski. And that's one thing, like you said, that you'd love to see as a coach, bringing a player off the bench and allowing them to get some points in the game.
We'll see what lineups the coaches decide to go with, but Boreal was still in it at the first half of the first set, but just they kind of lost their composure after a while and out of position a few plays and just they couldn't string anything together. But let's take a look at some replays from that first set. As you can see, the strong play from the Mountaineers, and not much you can do if you're the Vipers. Very powerful hits. You can see Polam, that ball ends up way in the crowd. Huge block by West there too. And that just shows you a little bit of the complete domination that the Mountaineers put on the Vipers in that first set.
Yeah, one thing you noticed right off the bat of that highlight package was 2 straight kills by Brittany Gingrich. She's had a good start to the game. She's been playing well at the net and with some nice blocks and some nice sets there. And let's see if she can continue that on in this game to help out her players off the bench and keep bringing some points to the Mountaineers.
Coach Andrew Nicholson must be pleased with his team so far, as besides a few unforced errors, the 1 or 2 missed serves, pretty strong first set, as you have Yvonne Mann with her strong sets as usual. And from the likes of Polam, Balichowski, Gingrich, and Zanussi and Marmo, some strong net play. So we'll see how that continues for this second set of action. Change on the Mountaineer side of the ball. Number 5, Allison Underwood is in the game for the Mountaineers. Allison Underwood is the second-year 6-foot middle out of Wingham, Ontario. you see all smiles on the faces of the Mountaineers. That's exactly how they wanted to play. And then you look on the Boreal side, still a bunch of smiles as they know it's been a tough year, but they're never down. They're never out of it. They're playing every set to its full potential, and we'll see how they play this set as Celine Valiquette back to serve for the Vipers. And that one looks like it caught her fingers as she went up to serve that one, and it lands right in the net. As not the start the Vipers wanted, but it's only a point, so we'll see how they counter. The serve from Marmo. Valiquette with the pass up. Out to St. Gadar. And net violation on the Mountaineers. A little confusion from Pullum to see who it was on, but Pullum touched the net, and we have a 1-1 score here as Zanussi passes it up. Back to Zanussi, gets it through the block. Did not go off a Viper player's hand, so Vipers taking early on 2-1 lead as Melanie Leger back to serve for Boreal. Serves this one deep. Zanussi just puts it straight up. Man, back to Zanussi. Nice pass up by Leger. But a great presence to Zanussi to know where that ball was going to be as she was ready at the net for that overpass, as it's a 2-2 tie here in the set. Allison Underwood gets her first action of this match. Back to serve. Sends this one over. Passed up by Godard. Back to Godard. Powerful hit. Saved by Zanussi. Man. And Pullum just rolls off her hand. But Mohawk looks to shake that one off. It's just 1 point. But Boreal is looking to capitalize this. They want to capitalize on as many errors as they can, take advantage of the misplays in the Mountaineers whenever chance they get. Goulet sends this one over. Passed up, man. Back sets it to Pullum. Nice play by the Vipers to get it up. Godard goes up. Blocked at the net. Białachowski tips it over. Set up back to Godard. Goes up. And just too much on that one as you can tell the smile on her face. She laughs it off as that one was full of straight on power. And she didn't get down on it like she would have liked. As Alexandria Pullum back to serve for the Mountaineers. And sends this one right into the net. It's another unforced error for the Mountaineers. St. Gadar with her little jump serve. Sends this one over, a soft right there, ready for it. Białachowski hits this one over. Valiquette gets it tough towards the net, and Valiquette cannot get it over as that ball was set in a tough spot for her. So, refs call a lift over on the Vipers. So Mohawk leads 5-4 in this second set. Jasmine Zanussi back to serve. Nice pass up by Goulet. And a huge hit right there by Sakari. Gets blocked. Back over to Valiquette. And what a strong hit by Valiquette as she sent that one across, but saved by Pullum. Calling for St. Gadar, and she goes up for the huge hit, but a soft in the back row gets it. Man, out to Marmo, and Marmo sends that one deep. But a touch is called on the Vipers. Strong rally right there from both teams. Just shows the potential of the Vipers and the Mountaineers. So we'll see if the Vipers can keep up that momentum. As Gadar trouble handling that one, but she recovers, sends this one deep. Zanussi going back towards the back line, plays it, man, to Marmo, and it gets touched off the block of the Vipers. Point for the Mountaineers. It's a few strong plays by Marmo. She's always ready for a nice hit as Zanussi's back to serve. Sends this one. Gadar has trouble handling it again, but free ball sent over. Asaf to man. Out to Balachowski. And a huge play right there by Leger. And she saves it. And St. Gadar is frustrated with herself. As what a play by Melanie Leger to get low. Get that ball up after that huge Balachowski hit. But St. Gadar with the unconventional, unforced error right into the net. And then serve right at Melanie Leger. Could not be handled as she gets lipped out for Christine Ethier. Jasmine Zanussi serves this one. That one lands out. You can hear the Vipers say, there we go, as that's what they want. They want to get any point to get them going. So Stephanie Sicard back to serve. See what she can do if she can string a little rally together for the Vipers. Sends this one over. Zanussi with a nice play. Man tips it over. And again, Man just seems to get lucky. And it's not always lucky. She's smart when she tips it over, but right there, just saves it on two. That one lands right on the Viper side in the middle of all the players. It's Kirsten Balachowski back to serve. Gets this one passed up to Valley Ket. Powerful off the block. Saved by Man. And Alexandria Pullum with another error there. She sends her second ball of the set into the net. Mohawk still doubling up Boreal 10-5. She sends this one over. A soft bump sets it to Underwood. Underwood sends the high dropping one over. Back to St. Gadar.
Yes, I believe so. I saw him at the front desk.
And a little miscommunication there by the referees. Little score miscommunication as Boreal has 7. So they get the point there on the net violation by the Mountaineers. Floats this one deep, but a strong play by Pullum. And Marmo goes up, sends this one right into the net. And you see the Vipers get pumped up. And this is where they were in the first set. Honestly, exactly same circumstances. Mohawk was up 10-8 when Andrew Nicholson called the timeout. And if you look at the score now, Mohawk leads 10-8. So Boreal is going to look for a completely different outcome from this timeout than they did last timeout, as they've strung together a few points. So we're going to see what they can do coming out of this timeout. Mohawk has played strong in this first set, but they've had a few unforced errors that they want to steer away from. Unforced errors that they can avoid. So we'll see what they can do as they break huddle. But Boreal has strung together a few points. So we'll see if they can continue that. They're on a little rally right there. Pretty impressed by the play of Marilyn St. Gadar. She's all over the court, hitting from the back row, the front row. And her defense is pretty strong as well. So as Boreal takes the court, both teams ready to go. Valerie Boyo back to serve for the Vipers. Referee signal for her to go. Couple dribbles before she serves. She jump floats this one over, and that's an ace for the Vipers. As Mohawk's lead is now cut to 1. What a serve right there from Boyo. She gets ready again. The Vipers have the momentum going here. Serves this one again. Zanussi can't handle it. Pullum saves it, and Zanussi sends the free ball over. Leger, saved by Boyo. Marmo saves it. Tip, a bunch of tips at the net. Back row. Goulier sends it over. Boyo right there. St. Gadar from the back row. She tries to tip it over, but sends it right into the net. As Mohawk regains their 2-point lead. Von Mann, the setter for the Mountaineers, serves this one over. They're gonna call a lift on Emily Goulet of the Vipers. It was a tough serve to handle there as it dropped right before it went to her, so not much she could do there. But Mann serves it over. Back row St. Godard, and she sends this one long. And St. Godard having trouble finding her touch in this second set. She was strong in the first set and in this second set. She just hasn't been able to find that consistency so far. So it gets saved, sent over by the Vipers. Zanussi to Mann, the quick back set, pull him, gets it over, and that's a point for the Mountaineers. And that's always, it's always a set you love, the quick little back set, and as Pullum runs it perfectly, and the Vipers cannot handle it there. This man sends it over. Strong play by Goulet. Back row St. Godard gets this one over, perfect spot. And Marmo cannot handle it. Great effort by Asaf though. She ran all the way to the back wall, seeing if she could save that one, but no can do. This Mohawk has a 14-10 lead. Number 9, Celine Valiquette, back to serve. Gets this one over. Asaf passes it up the man. The middle, Underwood. Not much Boyo could do there. She sticks out her right hand to try and get it, but gets a few instructions from her coach. So volleyball is, it's a learning game. Make a mistake, no one's down on you about it. You just learn what you did wrong and see what you can do. So that ball gets sent over. Graces Celine Valiquette in the face. Not tough as she's still in this game. Marmo sends this one over. Right back into it with a perfect pass up. The quick Leger sends it over. Back on the Mountaineer side, man. Pullum gets it over. The bump set by Valiquette. Marmo to Mann in the middle of the Underwood. Great play by Boyo. Leger tipped over by Goulet. Mann saves it, dumps it over in two. And I don't know what else to say about Mann. Is almost every time she dumps it over in two, it catches the opposing team off guard. And that's the 4th time it's worked against the Vipers in this match. As Marmo sends over a laser. Back to St. Godard, tight towards the net, and it goes off the stick. So Mountaineers get the point, and a timeout is called by the Vipers. As Mohawk is an 18-10 lead for the Vipers. The same thing happened again as they play strong. They stay in the game with the Mountaineers just around that halfway point. Mohawk always seems to find a pull away, so wonder what the Vipers need to do here to avoid that from happening. See if they can come back in the second set, and so it doesn't happen again in the 3rd set.
Yeah, well, during this game, the play that's been working for the Boreal Vipers is their relaxed 3-hit plays. When they get the pass, the set, and the spike, or the pass, the set, and they set it and place it in the back corner, that's when they get Mohawk off guard, and they can get some points there. They've also got to watch out for those unforced errors. There's been a little bit of miscommunications on Boreal's side, which has caused Mohawk to gain some extra points that they shouldn't have gotten.
And you could say the same for the Mountaineer side, as there's been a few unforced errors that I'm sure Coach Andrew Nicholson isn't happy about. I'm sure he's happy with the scores. They're winning 18-10. But when you look at it, especially in a game like this that you're dominating, you want to look at the small things, and these are games where you want to critique those. So they're going to look at the unforced errors that they've made so far. Goulet sends it across St. Godard, gets it saved. And running for it, and it does not land. As Jessna Marmo back to serve for the Mountaineers. Sicard gets it up. Valiquette, my bad, sends it over. Man, sets it, tipped over. Boyos saves it. Sicard to Goulet, sends it over. Man, Zanussi tipped off to the fingers of the block. And Leger sends it over, but that one is too deep. There's another error from the Vipers. And we say if they want to stay in this game,
Horn's broken.
it's tough when you make plays like that. Has substitutions now for the Mountaineers. Number 11, Brittany West. Number 8, Jessica Monkhouse. Return to action. Jessna Marmo back to serve. And Valley Ket gets it, and that one comes right into our house, but great save by the Vipers, and a huge block by Leger. And what a great play by the Vipers. Is they could not handle the pass well, and that ball came right towards us, and I was more concerned about saving myself, and I did not think much, but got saved by the Vipers. They get the point.
And you know what, Kyle? It's a really good thing that I didn't try to catch that ball. I was about to stick out my arm, but she came flying by and got that nice pass, and they ended up getting a point out of it. So that point's on me.
As Leger sends that one into the net, Mohawk leads 21-11 in this second set. Some more substitutions. Number 6, Rebecca Powell. Number 7, Kinsley Child. See their first action in today's game. As Marmo and Underwood come out for Powell and Child. As Powell put right into action as she's back to serve. Double check signal from her coach. Sends this one over. Leger. Boyot back set to Goulet over the block. Powell with the pass up. Back set to West. Boyot to St. Gadar. And another one. Sent long, but another net violation on the Mountaineers. And the point goes to the Vipers. It's Emily Goulet. Serves this one over. Kinsley Child passes it up. And Balachowski goes up for the huge kill. Balachowski, a great play there. She gets over the block and just sends the kill to the back corner of the Viper side of the court. As Brittany West back to serve for the Mountaineers. Sends this one over. Passed up by Valley Ket. Leger bump sets it, and St. Gadar sends a free ball over. Monkhouse with the quick. And Zanussi just tips it over. Backs it to Leger. Double checks herself before the attack line, and she didn't think she went over, but it's called by the referees. Mohawk has a 23-12 lead in this second set. Brittany West sends this one over. Short. Great play right there by Goulet to save it. Monkhouse to Zanussi off the block. It's a point for the Mountaineers, as Brittany West will go back and serve for the set. As Brittany West lines herself up. Sends this one over, and a line violation on the serve. Called on West, but the Mountaineers are still all smiles. They're 1 point away from taking a 2-love lead in this match. As Marilyn St. Gadar jumps set, serves this one over. Monkhouse to Zanussi, and that one sails long as the Vipers will get that point as well. Down 10 here in the second set. They're going to need a miraculous comeback if they have any hopes of winning the second set. St. Gadar with their jump serve, very consistent with it. It's tough to handle for the Mountaineers. And the quick, executed perfectly by Sicard. And Rebecca Powell sends this one over. Leger, Boyot, out to Valley Ket, off the block, saved by the Mountaineers. And it goes up, and a huge kill right there by Balachowski. And that's how this second set is going to end. As Kirsten Balachowski gets a huge kill, and the Mountaineers win that set 25-14. And right there, it's another great set from the Mountaineers, as everything seems to be going their way. Playing well on both sides of the ball, offensively at the net, defensively in the back row. Passes are great, their sets are great, And as you saw there from Bałachowski, those 2 kills towards the end are exactly what you want to see from the Mountaineers. So we'll take a look at a replay package from that second set of action. And you can see the strong play by the Mountaineers. They're just all over the court. And the Vipers have been getting their hand on the ball. They just haven't been able to control it. And that's something they're gonna have to work on if they want to come back in this third set. The story of the match so far has been Vipers start out strong, start out in the game with the Mountaineers neck and neck. Like that second set, it was 10-9 for Mohawk at one point. In the first set, it was 10-8 for Mohawk. So Boreal's in it early. It's just, like we said, that halfway point. Either something just clicks for the Mountaineers or Boreal just falls apart for a bit. Can't string anything together. And so far, that's the story of the match, as Mohawk just takes advantage, and they won first set by 13 and the second set by 11. So we'll see how it plays out in this third set. As Mohawk takes the court, they're all pumped up and ready to go for this third set. Vipers break from their huddle. They take the court. They're ready to go, see if they can get back into this game. As Mohawk has a commanding 2-0 lead in this third set. As Man serves it over. Passed up by the Vipers. And Man with the huge dig right there. Soft with the bump step back. Zanussi sends it deep. Sicard with the nice play up. Leger sends it over. Pull him tight to the net. Man with a perfect save, but called out. And you can hear Coach Andrew Nicholson praise Yvonne Man, who flashes a little smile. That one was tight to the net, and she saved it and gave the back set to Pullum. This one gets sent over. Zanussi with the perfect pass up to Man. Back set to Child. That one goes straight into the net. Boreal has a 2-0 lead in this third set. Melanie Leger back to serve for the Vipers. Sends this one deep. And an ace right there for Leger. And you see Alessandra Asaf standing at the line, waiting for it, and she thought it was deep as it just dropped at the right time. She sends this one over to Zanussi. And Mohawk gets the point. Kinsley Child serves this one over. Nice dig right there in the back row. Kinsley Child sends it straight up. Back to Child from the back row. She gets stuffed at the net, but she's ready for it. Zanussi blocks it, sends it over. And this one gets sent long. As Mohawk gets the point. Kinsley Child back to serve again. Sends this one right into the net. Boreal has a 4-2 lead. Emily Goulet back to serve. Kinsley Child with a huge dig there. Smart play by Mann to wait for it if it was going to get sent back. It's a huge hit right there from Martin. And Zanussi sends this one over. Saved by Saint-Godard. Sicard to Martin. Asaf to Mann to Underwood. And that one goes over the block. Gets saved in the back row by Goulet. Boyot to Leger. Kinsley Child passes up to Mann. And Mann dumps it over. But the Vipers were ready for it. And this one gets sent deep. Asaf saves it. Mann bump sets it out wide to Zanussi. Gets saved. Boyot to Saint-Godard. And a point for the Mountaineers. And a huge rally right there.
Yeah, a great rally right there, and a good start to the rally caused by a nice dig by Kinsley, which we can expect. She's at 81 digs in the season. And when it tops it off, it ends with a nice smart play by Kinsley, knowing where she was in the court. So,
Saint-Godard back for the Vipers to serve. Their little jump serve. Zanussi. And Mann. Mann's one of those players who's always very smart on the court, as she was waiting for that one. Just an unfortunate play by Chanel Martin at the net. She sent it straight into the net. So Alexandria Pullum back to serve. Sends this one over. And a nice dig right there by Leger. And it gets tipped over the block. Asaf passes it up to Mann. The quick to Balachowski gets blocked in the middle. Tipped by Mann. And what a smart play by Mann as she dumps that one right towards the line, in on the Viper side of the court where no one was.
another great play by Mann there. A nice dump over the net. That's about her 6th of the game. She's playing really well, bringing a lot of points to the Mountaineers.
And another point for the Mountaineers. They take a 6-5 lead. Alexandria Pullum back to serve. Gets this one over. Sicard sends it over. Kinsley Child passes it up. Man, Balachowski tips it over. Strong play by Goulet. Man. Back to Mann, who goes up for the hit. And Goulet saves in the back row. Boyot sends it over to Leger. Kinsley Child passes it. Man, the bump set to Zanussi. Leger to Boyot. Tight at the net, Martin. Smart play by Pullum, who came towards the line and saw that it was going out, so she left it. And Mohawk has a 7-5 lead in this set. Alexandria Pullum back to serve. Sends this one over. Boyot back set to Sicard. And a huge save right there by Kinsley Child. And Boyot tips it over. And Alexandria Pullum gave it all she had, just could not reach the ball. But what a play right there by Kinsley Child to be aware of the tip and lay her body out for that one to save the rally. As Stephanie Sicard back to serve for the Vipers. Zanussi up to Mann, out to Balachowski, gets it over. As Martin sends this one deep, Asaf with the nice pass up. Mann, pull him in the back row. Nice play by the Vipers, gets tipped at the net by Balachowski. Mann gets it, nice spot by Zanussi, and Balachowski goes up, tips it over, but Boyot was ready for that one and she saved it. Sends this one over, Pullum to Mann. Little miscommunication as Balachowski pushes it over and off the block and lands on the side of the Vipers. Mohawk retains their 2-point lead. Alexandria Pullum went back to serve, but she served last time, so. Zanussi sends this one over. Free ball sent over by Goulet. Pass up by Asaf. Out to Balachowski. Tipped off the block. Boyo saves this one. Gets sent over. Kinsley Child was ready for that one. Zanussi to Pullum, who gets this one over. And a perfect amount of power at the right time as that one just drops in and Mohawk gets the point. Jasmine Zanussi back to serve. Kadar passes up to Boyo. Martin, and she sends this one long. So Mountaineers get another point. The timeout is called by head coach Jamie Irvin of the Boreal Vipers. And we reached that point. It seems like in every set, timeout has been called around this 10-6, 10-8 point mark for Mohawk. So we'll see how Boreal comes out of this timeout. As they've been playing well, they just look to string a few points together here. And Mohawk looks to play as well. They've been playing all game. They've been strong the entire game. So we'll see how they continue that in this third set. Mohawks back on the court, ready to go, followed by the Vipers, are also ready to go. Never count the Vipers out, as who knows, get a nice little rally going here. Zanussi sends this one over. Passed up, Gadar. And Boyo sends the free ball over. Pullum to Child, who goes up, and a huge smash right there from Kinsley Child. Knocks St. Gadar down, and you hear Andrew Nicholson say, there you go. It's as easy as that. Nice little pass, set, and spike. And that's a game of volleyball in a nutshell, as it went well. It's Kinsley Child got a nice hit as that service sent long. As Valerie Boyo back to serve for the Vipers. Nice serve over, but a nice pass by Child. Balachowski goes up, and a huge kill from Kirsten Balachowski there. She goes up from the right side and just powers that one home. She extends Mohawk's lead to 5.
That's not the first time we've ever seen Balachowski with a nice kill. She's got 49 this year and a couple of this game to add on to that.
Mohawk gets another point. Kirsten Balachowski back to serve. Serves this one over. And saved by Goulet. Leger sends it over. Balachowski to man. Back set. Underwood tips it over. Great effort from St. Godard there. She gave it all she had, but a smart play by Underwood. And another timeout called by the Vipers as Mohawk is doubling up. Boreal 14-7 right now in this third set.
Just to give the folks at home, our viewers, an idea of how well Balachowski can serve. Throughout the year, she's leading the team with service aces with 17, and that's what she brings to the team. She brings in some strong serves, and also with the kills, like I said, she's got a couple this game, brings her up to about 52 kills this year, and that's what's helping her team out so far in this game.
All around good effort from the Mountaineers. As, like we said earlier, they look to come into this game with confidence after they beat Conestoga last Saturday right here at the D-Bark in 4 sets. So it's playing good volleyball right now, and that's just how they want to start their 2016 campaign. Started off with a loss, came back with a win against Conestoga, and they look to do the same against Boreal here as Kirsten Balachowski grabs the ball as Mohawk takes the court. They're ready to continue this third set at the D-Bark. Balachowski sends this one over, goes over off the tape. Leger was ready for it. St. Gadar sends this one over. Balachowski could not get that ball up there from the back row. And I mean, when you think about that's the reason why you have the lib, Alessandra Asaf, who's great in the back row as she leads the team in digs. As Chanel Martin of the Vipers back to serve. This one skips off the tape. Kinsley Child is ready for it. As Zanussi sends it over off the block of Goulet. It's a point for the Mountaineers. So they're winning this 15-8 right now. Is Yvonne Mann back to serve for your Mountaineers. Sends this one over. Martin gets it up. And Goulet sends it right into the net. Man sends this one over. Picking up Martin right there in the back row. And it works as Man's gotten 2 points in a row from serving it to the same spot on the court. As substitutions. Celine Valiquette back into the game as she takes out Chanel Martin. See if that can solve the issue in the back row as Mann serves this one to Valiquette. No time to get into the action there as St. Gadar sends this one over. Asaf passes it up to Mann. Kinsley Child goes up and is saved by Sicard. Valiquette sends it straight up. Sicard calls everyone off. Sends over the free ball and it just gets over the net. And the back set to Pullum. Boyo was right there. Pullum goes up again. And that's the point for the Mountaineers. It's a strong play by the Vipers. They didn't give up on that one. As Sicard and Valiquette went all the way to the back row. Sent it over. But a strong play by the Mountaineers to get the point in the end as Mann sends this one over. Sicard to Boyo to St. Gadar. Kinsley Child gets this one up. Underwood pushes that one over right into the pot. And Mohawk leads 19-8. Substitutions for both teams here. Adrienne Saucy comes into the game. And Brittany West will come back into the game for the Mountaineers. Von Mann still back to serve for the Mountaineers. Sends this one over. Sicard sends it over. Zanussi, Underwood calls for it. She just tips this one right to Sicard. Tough to handle, St. Gadar sends it over. It gets saved. Kinsley Child goes up in two. It gets tipped off the tape. Gets sent over, St. Gadar. Huge block by Underwood, saved by Mann. And Zanussi sends a free ball over. Goulet. And that one lands out. As Mohawk hits 20. And Boreal has 8 nearing the end of this match. Yvonne Mann has been strong at the service line tonight. Very consistent with their serves. And speak of the devil there, she misses that one. But she served in the same spot on the court for most of the time. So good on her part to see what she can do there with her serve. As you see her right at the net already. Serves this one back row to Kinsley Child, who sends this one wide as Boreal hits double digits here. Mohawk still doubling them up 20-10 as Melanie Leger back to serve for the Vipers. Sends this one just over the net. Zanussi passes it up back row to Child, and a huge kill right there by Kinsley Child. And that's just what you want to see there, a perfect set by man. And Kinsley Child goes up and gets the huge kill. As substitutions, Fawn Man gets a huge high five from her effort in this match from her head coach, as Jessica Monkhouse comes back into this game. As Kinsley Child serves this one over. Passed up by St. Gadar. Back to St. Gadar. And a huge hit right there, but a soft with the dig. And Kinsley Child will get called for the double hit on that pass. Substitutions. Kirsten Balachowski getting subbed off for Rebecca Powell in this third set, as Emily Goulet back to serve for the Vipers. Down by 10 nearing the end of this match. Serves it over. Zanussi. Monkhouse to West. Huge dig right there. And the Vipers saved that one. Back to Zanussi. A huge kill. And it's out of reach for Leger. Not much she could do there. Mohawk leads 22-11 as Allison Underwood back to serve. Substitution, Rebecca Powell's out of the game now as Kirsten Balachowski checks back in for the final few points of this match. As Underwood sends this one over. Saucy, the quick, and great effort by Underwood in the back row there. Just out of the reach of her outstretched right arm. It's Boreal not giving up quite just yet, as St. Gadar back to serve, throws it up, gets ready for the jump. Zanussi passes up tight towards the net, and point for the Vipers. Vipers get the point. St. Gadar back to serve again with her little jump serve. Been very consistent tonight, and I think I should just stop speaking about serves because every time I do, they end up missing it. So Brittany West now grabs the ball to serve for the Mountaineers. She serves this one. Deep serve, but passed up by Goulet. And Valiquette sends this one over. Soft from the back row, saves it. Little miscommunication between West, Monkhouse, Balachowski, and Child. And miscommunication there from the entire Mountaineers team. Miss serve right there by the Vipers, and match point for the Mountaineers. Zanussi sends this one over and right into the net as Vipers get the point. Mohawk leads 24-15, still on match point. So we'll see if the Vipers can salvage the match here. She sends this one over. Zanussi gets tipped. Valiquette sends it right into the net. And game, set, match for the Mountaineers as they win this one 25-15. And there you have it. Your Mohawk Mountaineers sweep the Boreal Vipers by a score of 25-12, 25-14, and 25-15. Great match from both teams here. So, tough loss for Boreal, but they played strong. Just they were in it for the first half. Just not much they could do. stay tuned as stepping onto the court in about 34 minutes. Take action.
Here with your libero number 2, Asaf from Mohawk Mountaineers. Asaf, how do you feel that your team played this game, and what do you think helped your team win?
I thought we played really well. I think our passes were good. We were playing, we were hitting in. Last time we weren't. Yeah, and I'm really excited just to keep forward and keep winning. Yeah, I'm really excited.
And you've had 2 big wins for the start of the season. How do you think the new year has brought some confidence to your team?
I think just starting off with pretty good teams. Like we've been collaborating together. Yeah, and I'm just excited to keep winning. Yeah.
Nice. Thanks. We'll throw it back to Kyle.
Thank you.
That's all we have for you so far. But like I said, don't go anywhere. The Mohawk men take on the Boreal men in OCAA action next on M-Link.